Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Shama Sundar, Radha Shama Sundar Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Bala. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Ki bajayo jayo Gaura Chande Arati ka shobha. Ki bajayo jayo Gaura Chande Arati ka shobha. Janavi tatavani Jagamana lobha. Kibadaki menita sham Bame gadadhara. Nikate advaita srini Vasachatra-dhara. Kiva Boshi Ache Gaurachan Ratna Simhasane. आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदिदेव गाने कि बनारा हरि आदि कोरी चमार धुलाया संजया मुकुंदा बाशु घोषा आदिकाया कि शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला माधुरा मृदंगा बाजे परमारसाला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंका भाजे घंटा भाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंका भाजे घंटा भाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंखा बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल कि बहु कोटि चंद्राजिनी बाधा न बुज्वाला कोटि चंद्राजिनी बाधा न बुज्वाला डाला देखे बाना माला कोरे जाला माला किब शिवा शुका नारदा प्रेमे गदगाधा आकाति विनोधा देके दोरारा संपादा नामो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामो 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 हरे हरे हरि हरि बोलो। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामो 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 हरे हरे हरि बोलो। हरे कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare हरी हरी बोलो। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare हरि बोलो। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare हरी हरी बोलो। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare हरि बोलो। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare हरि बोलो। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare हरि बोलो। Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo रामो रामो हरे हरे। हरि बोलो। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामो 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 हरे हरे। हरि हरि बोलो। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामो 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 हरे हरे। हरि बोलो। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय। गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय, राधा रमन हरि गोविंद जय जय। जय राधा श्याम सुंदर, राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे। जय राधा श्याम सुंदर, राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे। जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे, जय श्री राधे। जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ। जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ स्वामी जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा 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 जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय जगन्नाथ जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा जय गौरनीताय जय गौरनीताय जय गौरनीताय जय गौरनीताय जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय पंचतत्व जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल
जयम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतशी श्रीमद अभय चरणरविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिला प्रभुपाद की इस्कॉन बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य शिला प्रभुपाद की जगतगुरु शिला प्रभुपाद की जयम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शतशी श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी महाराज की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त बिंद की श्री रूप श्री सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ सर गोस्वामी की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्यामकुंड राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन धाम की मथुरापुरी धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की जमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की श्री श्री राधा श्याम सुंदर की जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to the assembled devotees all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Namaste Narasingaya. Pralhadaladaine. Pralhadaladaine. Hiranyakashipurakṣaha. Hiranyakashipurakṣaha. Shilatankhanakhalaye. Shilatankhanakhalaye. Ito Narsingha Parato Narsingha. Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Yato yato yami tato Narsimha. Bahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha. Bahe Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha. Narasimham Madhim Sharanam Prapade. Narasimham Madhim Sharanam Prapade. Tava Kara Kamala Varenakha Adbhuta Shringa Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhringa Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Narsingha Dev, Jaya Narsingha Dev, Jaya Narsingha Dev, Jaya Narsingha Dev. Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Narsingha Bhagwan ki, Shri Bhaktaraj Prahlad Maharaj ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
I approve.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kids can go to Sunday school. All others can move forward.
Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Bhagwan ki. Thank you very much for coming to this Sunday Feast program. Please all move forward. So I just got a call from someone who is driving Jayadutta Maharaj and Bhakti Vikas Maharaj that they are running late. They're coming, they're on their way, but they are running late. So they should be here by 7:15. So we'll have some class at 8 o'clock. But we'll also have, before that, discussion on Bhagavad Gita on the appearance day of Lord Krishna, which we are trying to celebrate next week, Sunday and Monday. The actual day being Monday, right? The actual day being Monday. So we'll celebrate it with great enthusiasm and a lot of we are celebrating that as Weekend in Vraj. Weekend in Vraj means we are going to try to invoke Vraj here by establishing 7 different temples of Vrindavan, different dioramas of the pastimes of the Lord, which can remind us more about Krishna, right? Like if you go to Vrindavan, if you look at the wall, on the walls of Vrindavan also, what is written? Radha, Radhe, or some, no. That, okay, the Kesi God is here, or this, that, right? So wherever you go in Vrindavan, it reminds us about Krishna. So that's what we are trying to do this year, that as soon as they enter our complex, they always, each and everything reminds them about Krishna. You can have peacock feather right in their courtyard. There will be 7 temples of Vrindavan, right? There will be Loi Bazaar. Here, just like during day in Puri, we had Jagannath Puri temple. This time we'll have Madan Mohan temple on top. On one side will be Govardhan Lila, on the other side will be Kaliya pastimes, right? Krishna subduing Kaliya. So everything, we hope that it reminds everybody about Krishna, and they completely participate both the days in the festivities of Krishna. Okay. We also have some gifts which you can take for Krishna, which can be offered to the Lord. The dresses We have received a partial delivery of the dress of the Prabhujis, large and extra large size. So dress code also. Mataji's as well as the remaining delivery of the kurtas are on the way. We'll also like to welcome our wonderful devotee Madhua Krishna Prabhu back with a loud Haribol! 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 All our devotees like Madhua Krishna Prabhu was stuck in India for some visa thing and he's back. Similarly, our devotees who went on vacation, they are all back. Krishna Karuna, who led the Aarti, Namrup Prabhu, Satya Dwakadis Prabhu, everybody is back. To be back in action for serving Krishna on Janmashtami, Krishna Janmashtami. That's the biggest day for us, is International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Right, biggest day for us. So please bear with me for the delay of these two sannyasis. You may have, yes, Mataji. You want to do what? Decoration. For Janmashtami, yes, yes. Yes, please. Here, right. Jayaprakash Prabhu will be right here. Yes, Krishna Baldev Prabhu is right there. Yes, yeah. Abhishek, Kalash Abhishek is there. On both days, Sunday and Monday, Kalash Abhishek is there. Fire 1001. Aarti Thali is there for 101. Even Puja Thali is there for $25. They just want to offer Puja, don't want to take Aarti home. So whatever their capacity, whatever Krishna inspires them to give, they can give, right? Julan will be there, right? But the Lord will have the pastime of Julan for Radha Krishna also next week. So a lot of wonderful festivities arranged. Matki Ford, we still have that broken pot up there, right? So that will also be there on both Sunday and Monday. Churning of the butter is also outside, going to be outside next week. Those who know how to churn butter, not butter, churn makhan, right? Yeah, can also be outside. They can do it. What else? Somebody is also making outside traditional Vraj roti, right? Traditional Vraj roti. So that is also going to be there outside. By the way, for next, where is Sevanesha Prabhu was here? Just here? Okay. Especially for next Monday, the parking lot will be closed. The parking is in the school, right? The parking is in the school, and there will be shuttle service from the school to here. All right. It's in Plainfield High School. You have the address for that? Yeah. So the parking is in Plainfield High School, and everybody will be shuttled back here. We have arranged with a shuttle company, so we'll be shuttling devotees back and forth. So that all the parking lot can be used for serving prasadam. We'll have a big tent for prasadam serving outside in the tent. And we can use the courtyard as well as the prasadam hall for other activities. Yeah, so that's what is happening next week. Also, we have flyers out there which are not yet distributed. Please take this opportunity to distribute to as many people as possible and give them the opportunity to link themselves to the Supreme Lord. Okay. We have the back. All right. Oh, His Holiness Bhakti Chandra Maharaj is also coming to be with us for both Janmashtami and Prabhupada appearance day. That is on Monday and Tuesday. So on Tuesday, also there will be a grand celebration in the evening for the appearance of our founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So the celebration will happen both at noon as well as in the evening. But main celebration, because it's a working day, will happen in the evening. And Maharaj is going to be there for both days, so we'll have wonderful Krishna Katha and pastimes of Srila Prabhupada. Okay. On Sunday next week, the celebration is from 5 to 10 p.m. And on Monday, it's from 5 p.m. to midnight, with midnight Aarti. Right. The temple will be open whole day from 4:30 a.m., right, with Mangala Aarti and a lot of wonderful activities. Fasting is on Monday, the appearance day of Lord Krishna. Those who can, we encourage them to fast till midnight completely. If they cannot, they can drink some water, but otherwise fast till midnight. After midnight, we'll have wonderful prasadam. Okay, Prabhupada appearance day is on Tuesday, September 4th, fasting till noon. And then Radhastami is on September 16th. Radhastami, so this time, that's also on a holiday. Sunday, September 16th is Radhastami. The address for the parking is 950 Park Avenue, Plainfield High School, 950 Park Avenue, and from there we'll be settling. Unless you are fortunate to find parking nearby in the street, it's up to you, but otherwise you can all park at 950 Park Avenue. Anybody wants, the feast is not sponsored. Yesterday Nagachinna Prabhu had sponsored. Is he here, Nagachinna Prabhu? Nageshwar Prabhu, our wonderful devotee. He is sponsored. Today's feast is not sponsored. Anybody who would like to sponsor, they can come forward, contact Krishna Namananda Prabhu. Okay, anything else? Yep. Okay. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Brajanaranjana Yasodanandana Brajanaranjana Yamunatira Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Then keep 2 chairs ready. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Gaur Premanande Jayam Vishnupad Paramancha Parivajnacharya Stotara Sada His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. So while I was chanting, thought was coming to me that I'm just will recite the words and the translation, and then I would like to open the discussion to all of you of what that verse really means to you, right? Or so that it becomes more like a discussion. This is a very famous verse from the 4th chapter. In fact, it starts from verse number 7 to verse number 9. Yada yada hi dharmasya glani bhavati bharata abhyutanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamiham. Whenever and wherever there is a decline in religious practices, O descendant of Bharata, and a predominant rise of irreligion, at that time I descend myself. In verse 8, Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha dushkrita dharma sanstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. To deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion, I myself appear millennium after millennium. And then these words, Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti swarjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearances and activities does not, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in this material world, but attain my eternal abode, O Arjuna. So we see in the first verse, the Lord is mentioning that He appears millennium after millennium, right? Whenever there is a decline in religious practices and to establish religious principles, right? The second verse, which we all recited together, he mentions the reason, right? Paritranaya sadhunam, to deliver the pious, right? To give pleasure, paritranaya sadhunam, vinasaya duskritam, to annihilate the miscreants, right? And then the last verse, which we recited today, it's mentioning Janma karma cha me divyam, that the Lord's appearance is transcendental. It's not material. It's transcendental. Yeah, so they are here, see? The Lord's appearance is transcendental. And his birth is also, his activities are also transcendental. So those who know that, in truth, never take birth again. We'll have the continuation by the two Maharajas who are coming today, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj and His Holiness Jayadatta Swami Maharaj. So let's welcome them. sit here? Or? Okay.
Just that I'll remove the cushion.
Okay. Yeah, fine. Maharaj, sorry. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Is it falling? Leave it?
It will fall.
Leave?
Yeah.
No, just leave it. It's okay.
Or just leave them. Leave them. Take it.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurinmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Shrishtham Manamapi Shachiputramatra Surupam Rupam Tasyagrajamurupuring Maturim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaramaho Radhika Madhava Samprapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tam Natosmi Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Ataf Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shivishakhan Vitam Cha Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Now I'm going to speak on Pradyumna. You've all heard of Pradyumna. Why am I going to speak on Pradyumna? You won't know, you won't be able to guess. The reason is that I've been giving a series of lectures over the last few years on Vishnu Sahasranama, and I'm now on name 646, which is Pradyumna. So you've all heard the name Pradyumna. Has anyone got any idea what it means? Any Sanskrit scholars here? Anyone? No. The prefix pra is an intensifier. And Dyumna gives the idea of just like Dyuman is the name of Vishnu in Vishnu Sahasranama. It means who is lustrous, who has light. So it means very bright. Can also mean wealthy. And of course, Krishna is very bright and very wealthy. Whoever becomes devotee of Krishna becomes very bright, not necessarily wealthy. You might lose all your wealth. We get the real wealth of Krishna consciousness. So Pradyumna, of course, is well known as the first son of Krishna. He's also non-different from Krishna. He's also a Vishnu form. Performed many pastimes, very powerful warrior. He was so beautiful that he was sometimes mistaken for Krishna. And he is so beautiful that sometimes mistaken for Krishna, and he is the original form of Kama Dev. Kama is very dangerous. Kama means desire. Everyone is tied in this material world by material desire. The god of desire is called Kama, Kama Dev, who binds everyone in this material world by shooting arrows of love, which bind one in this material world. But there is the transcendental Kama, transcendental desire. Desire in this world is very strong. We're all tied in this world by desire. Why are we born again and again and again and again and again and again? Because we have desires to fulfill. So Buddha Dev analyzed that this world is full of suffering. Suffering is caused by desire. Because we desire, therefore we act to try to fulfill the desire. In performing acts, we engender or give rise to pious and sinful activities. So to get the results of them, of those activities, we have to be born again and again. And so there are different factors in reincarnation. One factor is that we have desires which we wish to be fulfilled, and another is that we have to enjoy and suffer the results of pious and sinful activities. So Buddha Dev analyzed that the root cause of suffering is desire, and therefore his idea was to stop desire. But that is not possible to stop desire, because desire is the inherent, intrinsic characteristic of the living being. The very meaning of being living is inseparable from desire. So does that mean that we are condemned to suffer in this material world? Buddha Dev said to stop desire. That was his solution. But it's not really a solution, because you can't stop desire. And the whole attempt to become free from desire, well, you can only become, how are you going to become free from desire? How do you achieve anything? Well, first of all, you have to have the desire. Just like, I presume most of you were born in India. How did you end up in America? It wasn't that you went to sleep one day in Gujarat and woke up the next morning in New Jersey. It didn't happen like that, right? You had a desire to come here. And you pursued that desire, and you came here. So to become free from material desire, one has to have the desire to become free from desire. But that's a conundrum, because it just goes round in circles. You can't get free from desire unless you desire to become free from desire. But if you desire to become free from desire, then you desire. So you're caught. So the whole thing, the Vaishnava understanding or explanation is that we have to purify desire. We cannot become free from desire, but the desires have to become purified. And this whole endeavor is summarized in one verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Atendriya priti vancha tare bole kam, Krishnendriya priti vancha dhare prema nam. Material desire, what is that? That is the desire to satisfy one's own senses. And the desire to satisfy Krishna's senses, that is called prema or love. But in material consciousness, people have they don't distinguish between the two. They don't know. They don't know. People think that love means love for my wife, my children, my family members, my country, my dog, for ice cream, for chocolates. We say like that, don't we? I love ice cream. I love America. I love my wife. And it can change also. It doesn't usually go to I hate chocolates, but it could be I hate my ex-wife. It can turn like that. It starts off, I love you, I can't live for a moment without you. And it can turn to, I never want to see your face again, ever in my life. It's often like that. They'll say, I love you, and then after some time, I hate you. So this is material desire. Material love gives rise to material hate. But when we love Krishna, then there's no question of hate. And even those who hate Krishna, it's an extremely diseased position. It's mental disease. The demons who hate Krishna. Well, Krishna has a program for them too. They may be killed by him, then they get put in the freezer in the impersonal Brahman for some time. And they can attain to Krishna. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Ashura Shakal Pailo Charan. Even all the demons, they can attain to Krishna, ultimately. So in the material world, there's everything is going on by personal supervision. This may be difficult for people to understand who are raised with modern education, so-called education, which gives people a very wrong understanding of reality. The idea that life and the whole universe is running on Jagadahuranishwaram asatyama pratishtam te. Te here means they, means the demons. They think there's no ultimate reality, no ultimate truth. There's no controller of the universe. But there is a controller of the universe. And all the functions within the universe are controlled. There are presiding deities of everything. How many times did you blink in the last 10 minutes? Someone, maybe the children at school, they learn these kind of things. Unknowingly, we blink from time to time. Even the blinking of the eye is supervised by some demigod. So this powerful function within the material world called desire, that's overseen by a demigod. Very, very powerful. Desire is very, very powerful. We who are meant for loving Krishna, our desires are instead projected into matter, so that we, instead of loving Krishna on the spiritual platform, we think that our life will be fulfilled by projecting love into some blobs of matter, which are called Deha Patya Kalatadrishu Atmasanyeshva Satsvapi. We think that the wife, children, the bodies, they are desirable and they will protect us. So it's a great illusion how the jiva, who is meant for unlimited love of Krishna, instead becomes illusioned into projecting desire into matter. So the God who oversees this is known as Kamadev, and especially the beauty of the form. In human life is the opportunity for God realization, and especially the male form is meant for self-realization. Men and women equally can take to bhakti, but as far as the philosophical approach to self-realization, that has traditionally been the domain of men, not women. The female form is very beautiful to the man, and that blocks, that attraction to the female form blocks self-realization. Not just the form, all the senses. The sweet sound of the female voice, the tinkling of the ankle bells, that was there in Indian culture until recently. Women, even young girls, would have tinkling ankle bells. So if you don't see, you hear the sound, the sweet sound of the voice, by taste, by preparing very nice foodstuffs in various ways. The female traps the male in material existence, and the male also is a form of illusory attraction for the female. So this very powerful force is overseen by Kamadev, but the material, the God who oversees this desire in material existence. But the Krishna, he is called the Aprakrita Madam, the transcendental, beyond matter. Beyond matter, Cupid. Kamadev, in the English or Greek mythology, they call Cupid. What's the Greek name? Eros, of course. I should have known. In the heart of London, the maybe number 2 capital of Kali Yuga after New York. I'm not insulting you. You're not New Yorkers, right? This is not New York. So, in the heart of London, there is a statue of Eros with the same. Kamadev, you see in Indian iconography, has bow and arrows, flower arrows. So Eros also, in the heart of London, is naked with his bow and arrows, shooting. And from that word Eros, we get words like erotic, sexual, what's the word? Sexual desire is called erotic. Erotica, things that excite sexual attraction. So Krishna is the transcendental mother, and that means that Krishna's names, the sound of his voice, the sound of his flute, the form, his beautiful form, Kandarpa Koti Kamaniya, Vishesha Shobham. Kandarpa is another name of Kamadev. And Krishna's form is so beautiful that it is attractive, more attractive than that of millions of cupids. So that Kamadev, that is Pradyumna. Kamadev in this material world, one of his names is Ananga. Anga means body, Ananga means nobody. Not nobody, the English word, but no body. Two words, no body, not having a body. He lost his body when the demigods, they're being harassed by the demons, as is quite common for them. And they wanted Lord Shiva to have a son who could be powerful enough to lead the host of the demons, the host of the demigods, to defeat the demons. But Lord Shiva is deep in meditation, and he doesn't want to come out of meditation. But to have a son, then he has to have a wife. But he didn't want to have a wife. He's deep in meditation. So anyway, Cupid was sent on the dangerous mission of trying to excite Lord Shiva into sexual union. Dangerous job to try to disturb a yogi's meditation, especially when that yogi is Lord Shiva. So anyway, he tried firing his arrows, and Lord Shiva, noticing this, became angry at Kamadev. So from his third eye came fire and burned him. So he didn't die, but he lost his body, became bodiless. Ananga. So then he again took a form as Pradyumna. But Pradyumna is, actually, he's the original form of whom Kamadev, Cupid, Eros is the material counterpart. So Pradyumna is very beautiful. The name Pradyumna, every name has a meaning. In Sanskrit, every name has a meaning. You probably, sitting here, there are various names you may have. I don't know. Suresh, Satish, Rajesh, Rajendra, names like this. So they all have a meaning. Probably there's the names I said, at least some of you have these. These are common Indian names. They all have a meaning. Nowadays, the girls, they give names like Dimple and Pinky, which they don't have any meaning. But all the names, they have a meaning. Derived from Sanskrit. And often people don't know what their name means even. So Pradyumna means the bestower of all desires. That's how it's. As Cupid, Kamadev, he is the bestower of all desires. by his brightness, he illumines the jivas. We're all in darkness. Agyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. We're all in darkness. What is the darkness? The darkness of ignorance. So, who illumines or brings light to our life is one who gives transcendental knowledge. So that's another meaning of Pradyumna. Who has got great wealth? Of course, when we speak of the wealth of Krishna, of Vishnu, it doesn't mean like Bill Gates' wealth or Bill Clinton's wealth or who are some other wealthy people in America? Who? I don't know. I couldn't hear. Anyway, you know. Soros, someone like that? Someone named George Soros? Jack Bezos. Jeff Bezos, head of Amazon. Okay. I heard of him. And then there's Mark Zuckerberg, reputed to be a lizard by some people think. Wealthy lizard. So, wealth. They all have wealth, but what is their wealth? It's measured in figures on a computer screen, which are convertible into green pieces of paper, green and white pieces of paper, which can be exchanged for things like all kinds of things, like Coca-Cola, and if you put enough of them together, you could buy a house. So many different things. So that's called wealth. But the wealth of Krishna, of course, Krishna has the opulent palaces and all these things, but really his wealth, it's of a completely different level, because the real wealth of Krishna is the love he exchanges with his devotees, and the wealth he has is unlimited, inexhaustible, and not subject to time. The rich man of today is going to be the poor man of tomorrow by the force of time, either in this lifetime or in the next life. Someone may be very, very rich in this life and very, very poor in the next life. But for Krishna, his wealth is of a superior order. So when we see the sun, we shouldn't look too much, shouldn't look at the sun much after sunrise. So bright, but we should know that that brightness is only a tiny fraction of the brightness of Krishna. So when we see the sun, we can think of Krishna. Prabhashmi shashi surya yoho, Krishna says, I am the light of the sun and the moon. And we can also, if tomorrow you see the sun, if it's not cloudy, then we can also think of Pradyumna. Yesterday we heard about Pradyumna. So he's very bright and lustrous. And he gives light to the jivas also, just like I was saying, and devotee of Krishna is very bright. The more we become desirous, the more we increase material desires, the face becomes dull with material desire. We sink into tamo guna. Someone who's in sattva guna, tamo guna, the mode of ignorance, someone in sattva guna, their face becomes bright. So generally we see if someone becomes detached from material life and they have some spiritual pursuit, their face becomes bright. And especially if one becomes a devotee of Krishna, one's face becomes bright. Now it may be that someone's face becomes bright on the material platform also, just like if someone wins an Olympic gold medal, their face will be very bright with happiness, but it won't last long. But the spiritual brightness that remains is always bright with love of Krishna. We know, of course, Krishna, he's so bright. He was stealing from the houses of the residents of Vrindavan, stealing butter and yogurt, and the owners of the houses, the women in charge of the house, complained to his mother that maybe you should take off his gems, because he goes in the dark storehouses with the gems on his body, they illuminate so he can see. But even if you take off the gems, still he's so bright. Makes it difficult for Krishna to hide also. So this is Pradyumna, very bright. It's also a name, it's not only a name for the son of Krishna, but it's also a general name for Vishnu in the Vishnu Sahasranama. And it's a specific name of the first son of Krishna by his first wife, Rukmini. So among Krishna's 168,000 sons, 16,108, so that becomes 161,080 sons. Pradyumna is the first and the most famous. Famous not just because he was the first, but he was also a great fighter. Krishna, as the king of Dwarka, was taking the role of a kshatriya. So he came vinashayata dushkritam, for destroying demoniac elements on the earth. And Pradyumna was one of his main assistants in doing so. Now, Parashara Bhatta, who's the first commentator on Vishnu Sahasranam in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, this series of names he interprets in terms of various forms of Lord Vishnu in various holy places. In the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya, there are listed 108 holy places. So he gives the names of various forms related to that. Now, Baladev Vidyabhushan, he is the Gauriya Vaishnava commentator on Vishnu Sahasranama. And he combines this name, Pradyumna, with the next name, which is Amita Vikrama. Because there are verses in Vishnu Sahasranama, and to make 1,000 names, the Sanskrit can be divided in different ways. So different commentators, sometimes they combine names or divide the Sanskrit, the Sandhi, in different ways. So Baladev Vidyabhushan appears to be unique in this regard, in that he combines the two names. He combines these two names to mean that Krishna of Amita Vikrama, because his strength is unlimited, he defeated Chanura, the wrestler Chanura. These series of names in this verse, Baladev Vidyabhushan has connected with these names with Krishna's pastimes when Krishna first entered Mathura. So all these names he gives in relation to this. So, of course, Krishna killed so many demons, but after leaving Vrindavan and entering Mathura, the first demon he killed was Kuvalayapira, the elephant, who was demoniac elephant. And then the next was, I just said the name, the wrestler Chanura. Then going on to the next name, is Amita Vikrama. These are both fairly common names in India up to the present day. Amit Shah, second most famous Gujarati at the present time. Well, the Ambanis are there. In politics, the second most famous is Amit Shah, and you don't know anything about it, because who cares about Amit Shah if you're in America? Just like if you're in India, who cares about who's the governor of New Jersey? Anyone know? You don't know. Even in New Jersey, they don't care. So what to speak of in America, in India? Anyway, Amit Shah is a big politician in India. And they all know because they're all from India, and probably mostly Gujaratis. And he's also a Gujarati. Gujarat is a state in India, just like New Jersey is a state in the United States of America. So Amit, it's a well-known name. And Vikram, it's a common name, often given for Kshatriyas. Vikram Singh, like that. So Vikram it gives the idea of a very powerful person. And Amit also, it means, also gives the idea of powerful, unlimited, or non-mit means to decline, so to go down, to decrease. So Amit means non-decreasing. So Vikram means one who is of Amita Vikrama means one who is of non-decreasing prowess. So the same idea you get, the difference between material and spiritual. Someone may be very powerful materially, but that will decrease and decline. And even some very powerful wrestler or fighter, I believe most of the world heavyweight boxing champions in history have mostly come from the United States. And I don't know about now, but when I was a kid, there was Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, and there must have been so many since then, but I don't know. So they're very, you don't want to get in a fight with them unless you're a professional boxer like them. They're really strong bodies. But there came a time, there must have come a time where they died. Their strength declined and decreased. It happens to everyone. Even the biggest, strongest people, and even there are other kinds of strength also. Political strength, that will decline. Just like in India, the Congress party at one time seemed invincible. But now it looks like, it seems unlikely they'll ever get power again. Not with a clear majority, anyway. So their power has declined. It's just the nature of time that everything must decline. Now in America, it's the most powerful country in the world, and the feeling is it will go on forever. But it won't. There have been so many countries in history have been the greatest countries in the world, most powerful. Who would have thought that the mighty Roman Empire would ever decline? But it did. Greece was so powerful. What's Greece now? It's just a squeezed up country, squeezed in the sense that it's wrung out by the European Union and the poverty-stricken European country. Iraq was the site of a powerful civilization. Who would think now? So America is now very powerful. But it won't last. Nothing in this world will last. Whatever power is there, it must decline. Power, strength, beauty. Who's the most beautiful Hollywood actress now? You wouldn't know. Bollywood, you would know. Maybe. I don't know. Say some names. Anyone? Bollywood, Hollywood? Anyone know? Anyway, whatever. Who is there? Recently died. Sri Devi. She was a beautiful actress. So it doesn't last. It doesn't last. How long does a woman's beauty last? Maybe from the age of 16 up to, stretch it out up to 36. And if you really lose a lot of makeup, then maybe a little longer. It's not long. Doesn't last. Everything in this world declines. It's a cause of great sorrow for materialistic people. For someone who is their happiness comes from looking in the mirror. Ah, I'm so beautiful. And there are not that many who are actually beautiful, but some of them are. And but then they see, oh, there's a little line here. Put some powder, quick, cover it. What shall I do? I have to do some yoga, put some cream, but the line gets bigger and more lines come. And sorrow enters the heart that the beauty that I had is now declining. And it goes on declining, and there's no way to bring it back. So someone who has wealth, they may die wealthy, but they suffer more at death because they're so attached to their wealth. So whatever power, beauty, everything, it's simply a cause of suffering. Happiness, material happiness, is simply a cause of suffering. We find there are many men who are very strong and they take pleasure in maintaining their family. They're dutiful, responsible husbands. People come to them, oh, I'm in need, I need to get my daughter married, I have no money. All right, you take this money. They take pleasure in giving charity, but there comes a time when they have to be looked after by others. And for them it's very painful because they were proud about their physical strength and their ability to help others. And when they naturally become old, and then you may need help to even to get up in the morning, to eat food, even to pass stool and urine, for everything. And it becomes very painful for someone who was under the illusion that I am looking after others. So, of course, it's the duty of parents and teachers and to look after their children and their students and so on. But we should always understand that it's my duty, I'm doing as long as I have the strength which is given by Krishna. And when one becomes old, then accept service from others. But if one is thinking, I am powerful, then it becomes very painful even to be helped by others. They feel that to be humiliating. But Krishna is Amita Vikrama. His strength, his bodily luster, his brightness, it never declines. That is Krishna. He's always powerful. And even if sometimes he appears to be less powerful or not powerful, that's only as he chooses to do for his pastimes. Sometimes we find in the battle in Lanka, Rama and Lakshman at some point became unconscious, as if almost dead. We should understand this all to be the pastimes of Krishna. Rama, because he gets up and fights again, ultimately. Taking help from his devotees. The Sushena, the physician among the monkeys, says, oh, for this condition, such and such herbs are required. But you won't get them here, you'll get them in the Himalayas. So Hanuman has to jump and bring back the mountain because there's no time to look for the herbs. So just bring the whole mountain and then Sushena can find them and make the preparation and give them to Rama and Lakshmana. So it's all pastimes of Krishna. Otherwise, just being God and being all powerful there's not much fun there. But if he appears to be, even though he's all powerful, he appears to be dependent upon his devotees. And that gives him great pleasure. To appear to be dependent upon his devotees. And Hanuman saved Rama and Lakshmana. How is that possible? Rama and Lakshmana saving the whole world. But out of his great love, because Hanuman is prepared to do that. He'll do anything. He himself has got Amita Vikrama. He's got undeclining vigor by the grace of Rama. But he uses that only for the service of Rama. So Rama sometimes appears to make his own devotees more powerful than himself because he wants to engage them in his service, this exchange of service. Another meaning of Amita is innumerable. So he has got innumerable feet. How about that? Sarvata pani padam tat sarvatokshi shiromakam. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that the Paramatma, the Kshetragya, the Supreme Lord, his hands and legs are everywhere. Sarvata, everywhere. Pani means hand and pada means feet. Sarvata pani padam tat sarvato kshi, his eyes are everywhere. Sarvato mokam, his heads are everywhere. So he's in everyone's heart as Paramatma, in every atom. And in every heart and every atom he has two legs, and there are unlimited manifestations of the Paramatma, so he has many legs. So that because Vikrama, Krama literally means step. So Trivikrama means a big step. So Trivikrama, 3 big steps, is a name for Vamanadev. So Vikrama, who takes big steps, who has big strides. So Amita Vikrama, he has unlimited feet. So that's another way to interpret it. This name, Vikrama, it came earlier also in Vishnu Sahasranam. So that's why some of the commentators, they combine here Amita Vikrama. The name is Vikrama, and if he's of great prowess, and then to emphasize it more, Amita Vikrama. So like that, in this way, the name is derived. So, Hare Krishna. That's all I have to say on these names now, unless anyone wants to ask any questions about this. Are any of you familiar with Vishnu Sahasranama? Any of you ever chanted that? You did? It used to be common in Brahmin families. Still going on in South India in some places. Not much in Gujarat. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, you told us about the attraction of material energy, which keeps us bound here. But if by design we are made like that,
by design we are made to be attracted to the material energy.
Yeah. So how
God made us with desire to enjoy this material world, therefore we should enjoy it.
Now, how to overcome it? And
we were made to enjoy this material world, but it all rests on desire, right? I was saying desire.
Yeah.
So because we desire to enjoy this material world, therefore we get bodies which are suitable for enjoying this material world. But the only problem is that there is no enjoyment in the material world. So we can try to enjoy the material world, but it all ends up as suffering. Jai, Jai Advaita Maharaja Ki Jai. So the bodies are made for enjoying this material world, and they're made for suffering in this material world. So in the human form of life, we also have sufficient intelligence to understand that the endeavor to enjoy this material world simply results in misery. And therefore, Nayang deho deha bhajang riloke kashtan kaman arhate virbhujam ye tapo divyam putraka yena sadvam shudyet yasmad brahma sokyam tvanantam. In this verse, the word kaman comes. Do you know this verse from Bhagavatam? Lord Rishabdev instructs his sons that having attained the human form of life, we should not desire to fulfill our desires in the same way that pigs and dogs do so. So it's very graphic language. If I say to you, don't live like a pig, it sounds very insulting, but practically Rishabdev is saying that everyone in this world, unless they fix their life's desire, their attention on spiritual fulfillment, then the people are living like pigs, because the aim of the pig is to enjoy his senses, and the aim of a person without a spiritual focus is to enjoy the senses. Therefore he says, Tapo divyam, one should perform divine austerities to attain that platform of unlimited spiritual happiness. So it's not that we're not meant for happiness. We are meant for happiness, but our attention is diverted to trying to enjoy the senses and material happiness, which is what living beings in the body of pigs do. So we should rather withdraw from material sense gratification by performing tapasya. And therefore, in that way, we can attain to spiritual realization, unlimited spiritual. But it doesn't happen overnight. It's not that you go to some yoga class and meditate and go like that a few times, and then you get some self-realization. It may take many lifetimes. This whole idea of instant self-realization, it's cheating, actually. Anyway, I'll give the mic to Jayadvaita Maharaj. No, it's all right. It's time for you to speak.
What are we doing?
Well, I just finished speaking on Vishnu Sahasranam, and I just taken a question. So we can go into questions and answers. You also had a question. You were going to ask a question?
What are we doing here? I just walked in.
Can continue.
Class and then there was a question.
I just spoke for what, half an hour, something like that? So if there are any general questions, then, yeah. You please put to Jayadvaita Maharaj.
In the beginning of your talk...
Oh, well, I guess it's for me then.
Yeah, it is. In the beginning of your talk, you said that Lord Buddha said we should stop desire.
Yeah, that was his formula for getting free from suffering.
Okay, so my understanding is that Buddha is some form of incarnation of Krishna.
That's true.
And so, therefore, as an incarnation of Krishna, he knows very well that it is not possible for the living entity to not desire. So why would he advocate us to not desire?
Why would he desire to tell us to stop desiring when he knows that it's not possible to stop desiring? Well, what was going on in the world at that point in time, during that era, was that the Vedas were being misused. Because in the Vedas there are directions for performing animal sacrifices. Not exactly for slaughtering the animal, but for those who are expert in reciting Vedic mantras. They could revive an animal by the mantra, by the power of their tapasya, their austerity. The powerful brahmanas could revive animals, and that would show, that would be in other words, the animal would be killed and they would revive them by their mantra, and that would be a sign that they were fit to perform such sacrifices. But in the modern age, there are no brahmanas who are able to do that. So modern age means, when we say Lord Buddha, that's modern, according to Vedic chronology, because time goes back and back and back and forward and forward and forward. The time from Lord Buddha to now is just a very short time. So the brahmanas, they were not able to revive the animals, therefore the Vedic sacrifices were meaningless. And in the name of Vedic sacrifices, so many people were killing animals unnecessarily. So Lord Buddha came and he decried the Vedic, all of the Vedas. He didn't just speak this wrong philosophy, but he decried all the Vedas. So we don't follow the Vedas. He said, if the Vedas promote animal killing, reject the Vedas. So it was a trick. He said that he didn't promote worship of God, but then people started worshipping him, who is God. So indirectly, he benefited them, because people at that time were not ready for higher instruction. For the animal killers, it's very difficult to give proper instruction. So that was the purpose of Lord Buddha's appearance. If you'd like to know about that in more detail, along with many, many important instructions, you please read The Teachings of Lord Chaitanya by Srila Prabhupada. Have you got that book?
Yes, but I wasn't asking about the reason for his appearance, because I knew that. But you said that he advocated not...
Yeah, he advocated a process which was not possible for cheating others. You could... For cheating others, yeah. Cheating them in a good way. Just like a child doesn't want to take medicine, but the parent wants to give the medicine. And the child is adamant. So the parent says, open your mouth and I will give you a sweet. The child opens the mouth and in goes the medicine. So the parent cheats the child for the child's benefit. So Lord Buddha taught this process by which people would cease from gross sense gratification. If he had said too that you direct your desires to God, but people at that time were not ready for that. So practically the philosophy he taught was very similar to the Vedic philosophy, that there is reincarnation, that we should not live a life of sense gratification, we should get liberated from this world. But he also introduced some non-Vedic ideas, which were later rectified to some extent by Shankaracharya, and then later to the full extent by the Vaishnava Acharyas. It is difficult to understand why God would cheat us, but in one sense, He's doing so all the time because we want to be cheated. We're in the material world and we feel attraction to the material world because we have that ungodly desire. So Lord Buddha also appears to mislead the atheists because people have that inclination. Then he provides a suitable philosophy for them to pursue that. He gives us what we want. But he also does so in a way that we can ultimately be benefited. Yeah, please direct your question to Jayadvaita Maharaj, Jayadvaita Maharaj.
Hare Krishna. In Vishnu Sahasranama, so many names are repeated so many times. Is there any significance for that?
Oh, I guess I should answer this. Yeah, there is a significance for why several of the names are repeated. Some names are repeated twice, some names are repeated 3 times, 4 times. But the first commentator, in this Kali Yuga at least, is Parashara Bhatta, of the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. And he analyzes each name in context with the other names adjacent to that. So it may appear in one verse with some names, and another verse with other names, but he goes through all the Vishnu Sahasranam and takes names in groups. Just like here, Baladev Vidyabhushan, and he's analyzing the names in relation to Krishna's pastimes when he first entered Mathura. And Parashara Bhatta is analyzing in terms of various deities in different Divya Deshams, in holy places. So the name may occur, and although in any occurrence there could be hundreds of meanings given, but specific meanings are given in relation to the names just before and just after. Pradyumna I just spoke on, and 2 names prior to that was Aniruddha. So like that, you'll find that. Amita Vikrama. Yeah, so Pradyumna and Amita Vikrama, Baladev Vidyabhushan combines the 2 names together. Like that. No, that's it. So think of some question.
I was just wondering why there's so many Upa Puranas, lesser Puranas. There are so many lesser and regional Puranas besides the 18 Puranas, and there's also a lot of versions of the Mahabharata as well. And some say some are more bona fide than others. I was wondering, in regards to Pradyumna and the other avatars of the Lord, how do we know which of those are bona fide or which ones are bona fide?
So. Yeah, okay. You can say also.
As far as I understand, these local Puranas have to do with glorification of the Lord in terms of local temples, local deities, and so on. But they're not considered to be in the same category as the 18 Puranas. As far as Mahabharata is very big, and it's coming in from different sides. From Kashmir, there's one edition. From another side, there's another edition. The differences between the editions are not as important as the central theme of glorification of the Lord. You have something to add?
Yeah, there are different recensions from different parts of India. And according to Sri Madhvacharya, he says Mahabharata is ati prakshipt, highly interpolated. And he gives the clear understanding of Mahabharata. We have to understand Shastra through Acharya. So he gives the clear understanding in his Mahabharata Tatparya Nirnay. So we can understand through the Acharyas what to accept and what not to accept. If you want to become a scholar, you can go through all the editions of Mahabharata and become more confused. But how many Shastras can we read and understand anyway? Therefore, we take the essence of all Shastra, which is Srimad Bhagavatam, and that's also a vast Shastra. So we understand through our Acharya. And details, so many details we can get into, but it may become confusing. So we accept that Shastra is given to us by Krishna through the great Acharyas. We have to understand it from them, and otherwise there's no end. Shabda jala maharanyam kevala chitta brahmanam, Shankaracharya says. That the Shabda, the word of Vedic sounds, it's like a great forest. And we get confused if we wander in that forest. So therefore we have to take Shastra from Acharyas. And so among the Acharyas, some may take up such questions. There are unlimited questions. We can raise unlimited doubts. Why are there so many Puranas, Upa-Puranas? Because the world, there are many, many things in the world, many things to be known. Many of the Puranas, Garuda Purana deals with gems and ghosts and all kinds of things. And if you want to become an expert in gemology or ghostology or whatever, you can study that. But what is the essence? What is the essence? And also they may contradict each other according to different people's different levels of eligibility to understand and different people's desire to understand in different ways. Parikshit, what does he do when he learns that he's going to be bitten in 7 days? He goes to the bank of the Ganga and fasts, right? Well, see the Mahabharata, and he builds a fort all around him so no one can come in. Maybe. There may be some going on like that also. Just like even in the Bhagavatam, we have 2 Shukadevs. Right? One, when his father says, don't run away, one of them says, okay, and he comes back and gets married, has children. The Shukadeva who instructed Parikshit is the one who we follow. So it can be very confusing if we want to be confused. Otherwise, who's going to read 18 Puranas? How many Upa-Puranas, Sthala Puranas, imaginary invented Puranas? There are plenty of them also. If we are desirous to know the highest truth, Krishna will reveal himself. Brahmanda Brahmate Kono Bhagavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. If we desire to remain in this material world, we can do so in a Vedic way. The Vedic way to remain in Maya. Or there are multiple Vedic ways because the Vedas give multiple paths.
This is mainly a question for Jayadvaita Maharaj, but if Bhaktivedanta Swami has something to say about it, because I know he has spoken at length about something of this subject matter too in the past.
I can't hear.
Of the 3 Abrahamic religions, the 3 main ones, would you say that especially in this current modern age, and maybe even some time in the distant past, that they are now more spiritually bankrupt than ever before. That they are more, because the world has advanced in such materialism, that instead of rebelling against this materialistic urge, they've kind of catered to it, become more secular as it's gone, and people are looking elsewhere for true spiritual depth. That all along, such as all the three Abrahamic religions see that the slaughter of cows and slaughter of other things and okay.
Just try to condense your question.
I'll try to condense. Yeah. The three Abrahamic religions, they've would you say they've become more spiritually bankrupt as time has gone on? Or they always were, as in that they've always been kind of materialistic, and that this current age has just kind of shown them for what they are, and that the wholesale slaughter of animals and destruction of the environment, that they basically believe that this world was created by God for us to enjoy, whereas the Krishna consciousness is more that the opposite of that, and that why the West has kind of embraced it as it has, because as those three have receded.
What's the question? I think the mic is also, I don't know, the sound is not clear, and the question is also not clear. It's like this, the Abrahamic religions, they teach that we're meant to enjoy this world.
Yeah.
And that has given rise to, what do you say, exploitation of the environment, mass slaughter of animals.
Slaughter of animals.
And what's the question?
Would you say that that would be true, that they are spiritually bankrupt, and that
would you say that
spiritually bankrupt?
Would you say that they are spiritually bankrupt?
They're
because of this?
Materialistic at their core. They're
materialistic to the core. Would you say?
First of all, I'm not an expert on the religions of the world, but generally, and bankrupt is rather a strong term, but generally every religion is materially compromised. Jewish religion, Christian religion, Hindu religion, Muslim religion, generally speaking, we find that they're all compromised, that the followers are involved in dharma, artha, kama, moksha, or just dharma, artha, kam. Some religious principles aimed at having a better life in this world, or a better life of enjoyment in another world, in heaven or svarg. So generally it's all cheating, whether it's in the name of Christianity, or the name of Judaism, or the name of Islam, or the name of Hinduism. It's all Kaitava Dharma, cheating religion. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam begins, Dharma prochita Kaitavocha paramo nirmatsarana satam. In this Bhagavatam, cheating religion is kicked out. Kamasya na indriya pritir labho jivetu yavata. Dharmasya hyapavargasya nartortayo pakopate. The Dharma is not meant for material elevation. It's meant for the essential purpose of life, for getting mukta sangha paramvrajet, free from material existence and going back to Godhead. So it's not a question of this religion, that religion. In every religion, you'll find some scripture glorifying God, teaching about love of God, teaching about devotion to God. And then the followers may follow or not. And of course, the guidance may be, what would you say, more comprehensive, less comprehensive, more to the point, less to the point. But even when it's to the point, we have Bhagavad Gita, and some commentator rascal is saying that you surrender to whatever Ishta Devata you like. Or some other commentator is saying that Kurukshetra means this body, Panch Pandavas means the five senses. So everyone's interpreting anyway, whether it's Christian scripture, Hindu scripture. So many rascals are there on every side. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving Harinam, Harinam, Harinam. By this Harinam, the heart becomes purified, Cheto Darpana Marjanam. And one can actually come to the point of following the directions given in Shastra. The directions are not all the little points. Throw some water over your left shoulder, throw some water over your right shoulder, chant Om, again chant Om, again chant Om, then pour some water, then Om. That's not the point. Throw some rice, that's not the point. The point is to develop one's love for God. Notpadiyedidiratim shramebihi kevalam dharma sunustita pumsa. If one follows one's dharma, whatever it may be, very nicely, but he doesn't come to the point of being eager to hear about the glories of the personality of Godhead, then he's wasting his time, which is what so many people are doing in the name of religion. Religion is not meant for putting a little frosting on the cake of material life. It's meant for getting free from material existence and developing our love for Krishna. That's all right?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. In the 16 prominent names, one of the name is okay. Yeah, many names, 16 names we do during normal puja also, right? Like Pradyumnaya Namaha, Niruddhaya Namaha, Kesavaya Namaha, Madhavaya Namaha. In that Adokshajayana also there. What is that name and...
What is the meaning of the name Adhokshajaya?
Adokshajaya.
Yeah, please give them mic back.
Akshaja means that which is available to the eyes. And Adhokshaja, which means beyond that. So beyond the senses. Eyes means the eyes, the ears, everything. Oh, that's so much better, isn't it? The eyes, the ears, they can see material things, hear material things. But the personality of Godhead is beyond our material vision. Therefore, he's called Adhokshaja. Or another meaning is, Akshaja means born from the eyes, or another meaning is from A to Ksha. From the first letter to the last letter, there's so many words, so many speculations, but Krishna is beyond all of these. Therefore, Adhokshaja. Is that okay?
Is your name Adhokshaja? You were given that name, Adhokshaja? And when you're doing the puja, yeah. I thought it might be your name. You're wondering what it is. This comes in Vishnu Sahasranama, so I gave an extended talk on that, if you'd like to find it somewhere out there on the internet. On my website, you can see. That's the meaning what Jayadvaita Maharaj gave, and if you want more discussion, it's out there. Or if you just look up the name Adhokshaja there, you should find it. Good search engine, huh?
Any other question?
Hare Krishna, thank you. We were discussing before how Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that he appears when there's the greatest need, but he also has a schedule of appearances as different avatars. How does that work? Yeah. The question is, well, in this age, is his presence in the name, or is how does that? Yes. Yes, thank you. Sorry for being unclear.
It's a new question. I hadn't heard that one before. The one thing is that the schedules are fairly flexible. Krishna comes, for example, in what, Treta Yuga? How long is Treta Yuga? 864,000 years. So that leaves a fair amount of flexibility as to when he's going to come within Treta Yuga. Dwapara Yuga. Treta Yuga is longer, and Satya Yuga is longer still. So these ages give a lot of room for play. Is that okay? Anything else? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hare Krishna. So, His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj has written several books in service to Srila Prabhupada. He considers writing books as his main service to Srila Prabhupada. So I would like to introduce all of Maharaj's books and some books of his godbrothers and some other devotees. So this is book Mothers and Masters. So this book presents traditionalistic arguments for Krishna conscious society. So Srila Prabhupada said that 50% of his work is remaining, and that 50% is to establish Varnashram Dharma within ISKCON in society. So as devotees, most of the practicing devotees are grahasthas. So this book presents Srila Prabhupada's instructions and his perspectives on gender roles, parental responsibilities, and how Srila Prabhupada was argued against feministic perspectives. So this book is very important for our society because our society primarily consists of grahasthas, and this presents how we can have a conducive society for practicing Krishna consciousness. So please have a look at this book and please take it if you do not have it. On Speaking Strongly in Srila Prabhupada's Service is a book that talks about forceful presentation, bold presentation of Krishna consciousness to public. And so this, nowadays there's this notion that just love and just peace. Don't disturb people. Don't disturb them by telling them things they don't want to hear. But Srila Prabhupada was not like that. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was not like that. But at the same time, that does not mean that there is no consideration of presenting Krishna consciousness to the public. So this book presents a well-rounded argument for forceful presentation, but at the same time making it considerate and effective. So preachers, and I mean all of us should be preaching Krishna consciousness, so please take this book and read it. Ramayana is a very devotional rendering of Valmiki's glorious text in simple English. Even children can read it. Please take this and be immersed in Lord Ram's pastimes. Brahmacharya and Krishna consciousness. This book is obviously talking about the values of celibacy, about brahmacharya, but brahmacharya is not just for people who are not married. Brahmacharya is a very important principle that is even supposed to be taken into consideration in the Grihastha ashram. Grihasthas are known as Grihastha brahmacharis. So this book talks about the value of restriction in sex life. So please take this book if you do not have it. Story of Srila Rasikananda. Rasikananda is one of the famous acharyas in the Shyamanandi line. Shyamananda Pandit is one of the followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Shyamananda Pandit and Rasikananda Prabhu preached widely in Orissa and some parts of Bengal, some parts of West Bengal. Their preaching exploits are very inspiring and very immersive. So this book presents Rasikananda's story. Lekha Mala is a collection of Maharaj's articles, his posts on the internet, certain of his letters, and various writings in BTG articles and things like that. So this also presents Maharaj's writing on various Krishna conscious subjects. And Sri Chanakya Niti is written by Patita Pavan Prabhu. Chanakya Niti is actually written by Chanakya Pandit and has been rendered in English by Patita Pavan Prabhu with a commentary. Patita Pavan Prabhu is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. So Chanakya Pandit, Srila Prabhupada mentions over here, in modern times, Chanakya Pandit is considered the authority in good counsel, political and moral instruction. So very practical advice for many situations in life, very wise sayings. And Rethinking Darwin, this is by Lalitanath Prabhu. This argues against Darwinism. Srila Prabhupada said one of the aims of the Krishna conscious movement is to oppose and defeat Darwinism, because Darwinism presents a very stupid theory that we came from monkeys. So this book presents facts and evidence from archaeology and cosmology and studies of consciousness that don't fit into the Darwinistic perspective. So please, take this book and distribute this book. If you don't have it, please take it. Who is Supreme? This is a great book for Indians and people who are interested in the Hindu background, that there are so many gods. Who is God? So this book presents Shastric evidence that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and what is the position of various demigods. Very interesting book. And this is Viveka Shatakam. This is by Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati. Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur had written has three writings, and Viveka Shatakam is the first of them. It presents his desire to go to Vrindavan. Very beautiful, very beautifully rendered, and also devotionally immersive. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Vaibhava is Maharaj's magnum opus. Bhakti Vikas Maharaj has presented the life, teachings, mood, and mission of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. This book talks about Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's life, how he started the Gaudiya mission, what were his teachings, present some of his writings and excerpts from his lectures, recollections from his disciples. By reading this book, we understand how Srila Prabhupada carried on the parampara, how Srila Prabhupada acted exactly and preached exactly like his Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. And this gives us an understanding about how we are to take the parampara forward. So a very, very interesting book. Please take it if you do not have it. Hare Krishna, and Maharaj is available to sign books. So the book table is right outside. Please take books and Maharaj will sign them. I don't have it right here, but also Jayadvaita Maharaj's Vanity Karma, a book by Ecclesiastes. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I'm sorry. So that book is also available.
If you want to enjoy this material well, don't read it.
Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj ki jai. His Holiness Jayadvaita Swami Maharaj ki jai.
Today's Sunday feast is sponsored by two families, Suryakant Patel Prabhu and family and Raghu Prabhu and family. You can collect the gifts. So all others, you can take Mahaprasad on the other side and come back for Shayan Darshan. It will be opening in a few minutes, but we'll delay it maybe a few more minutes. Anybody wants to take the gifts for the Lord for the Janmashtami, you can buy it here. Jai Prakash Prabhu is sitting. So.
Put it down. Now, it'd be good if you could get all these uploaded before I leave.
Yes, yes.
And clean out the cards. And what about this? Does